know why everyone is so freaked out about me having John Tesh on the show.
Spud, have you ever seen his live show? The one they show on PBS all the time? After I saw it for the first time, I couldn't go to sleep without a nightlight on for months.
I mean, it's not going to do any serious genetic damage to me just to do a quick interview.
My Aunt Shirley is a big fan of his. Of course, she's been committed 7 times for bipolar disorder. Say, do you think you could get his autograph for her?
Well, I'm not real familiar with his music. Maybe I should check out a couple of his CDs before I do it, huh?
At your own risk, Spud.
God, I mean, you think the guy was a...
You mean you don't know about...
About what?
The Spud Goodman Show.
Greetings, my name is Spud Goodman and welcome to my show. Tonight I overcome a long-held fear and actually spend quality time with John Tesh. Now I know you probably have heard he is an alien from a distant planet, but you know, I just don't buy it. Anyway, we have other stuff for you too, like for your listening pleasure, the wonderful sounds of Tad. Right now we're going to check in with my father Sparky, Uncle Steve, and Accordion Joe as they freak out about me going to interview Mr. Tesh.
I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen to me.
Sometimes it seems like Spud has a death wish.
You know, I'm not really concerned about him getting seriously hurt, but I'm kind of worried about him having his brain sucked out or something worse.
Well, I overheard my dentist talking to his secretary, and he said this guy was a threat to national security, and he had to be stopped at all costs.
Well, like Spud's going to be able to defend himself. What if he pulls a ray gun on him? If Spud does get his brain sucked out, I guess he would, die, right? Then can I have his spatula?
You can't let my cousin do this!
Oh, now don't tell me you buy into this alien crap, too. Come on, how stupid are people anyway?
Can you absolutely swear that he isn't an alien?
Am I 100% positive? No, but I'm at least 70% sure that this man has been unfairly tagged. I mean, how unfortunate, especially for his relatives.
Well, I feel that somebody needs to step in here and stop Spud before he enters into harm's way.
Do you realize what kind of numbers we can get if Spud can get this man to admit publicly that he is, in fact, an alien? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not, but just think how many people will tune in just to find out the answer.
Well, John Tesh had better not hurt Spud or there'll be hell to pay.
You are a brave man, Spud, and I always thought you were a little weenie.
Well, it's not like I'm going in alone, you know. I mean, Irish is going to be there to watch my back if anything funny happens, right?
Mr. Goodman, we need to talk about this.
What?
I don't know how to say this, but...
What?
I can't go with you to interview John Tesh.
What? You're my bodyguard, man.
I'm sorry, but the guy just gives me the willies. Have you seen his concert on PBS?
I know. I sure wouldn't go with you, Spud.
Look, this guy's totally misunderstood. He's not an alien. Okay, let's just say he is an alien. He's got to be a friendly one.
Once you find out, it might be too late.
Mr. Goodman, there are very few things that freak me out. But this guy...
Oh, okay, fine. I will go in alone. There's something I should probably tell you guys, and I want it to stay amongst us. It doesn't go any further. I dig John Tesh, okay? I dig the guy. He grows on you. I went out and, I bought a box set of each and every one of his shows on Entertainment Tonight. All 4,378 of them. Fine, I said.
I don't think I would share that with anyone else if I were you, Spud.
Mr. Goodman, why? What happened?
I don't know. All I do know is that he's different. He's different than all the rest of them.
Yeah, like being a freaking alien.
Musical guest Tad and the notorious John Tesh right after these messages.
This is the Spud Goodman Show.
Looks just like the real thing.
John, as one friend to another,
I've done the Goodman show. Let me just give you a word of advice. Back off. Just stay away from the guy. Not only is he a tough interview, he's B.O.
Now, John, you've had a very successful career in television and now in music. In fact, you've sold buttloads of records. Millions.
Buttloads.
But I got to ask you the question that concerns the world. Are you now, or have you ever been, an alien from a distant galaxy?
Well, I have been protested by people who believe it, of the National Anti-Tesh Action Society, NATAS for short. And so there's definitely somebody out there who believes that I'm an alien and have brought this music to the world to try and brainwash them.
True or false? There's been like a convention of, how should I want to say this, people that have not exactly been fans, and you've dropped in on one of their conventions. True. Is that accurate? It's true. Just for the record, all right.
By the way, as an interviewer, that's a great way to get a long answer.
It is.
Ask one of those true or false questions.
A little fill time there. Yeah, I like that. Now, now that we got that out of the way, though, I do feel more comfortable. I got to tell you that right up front. Because it's his word against millions of fellow humans, I still think it's a good idea not to turn my back on this guy. Stay focused and don't let him see the fear. Now, on tour, do you have to deal with the same thing like rock bands have to? I gotta believe that it's a lot cheaper because I don't think you trash a whole lot of hotel rooms. But I mean, do you have to like deal with the groupies and all the rest of the stuff over there?
Sure. Yeah, it's just that the difference is that we don't get as much underwear on stage as somebody like Tom Jones. You know.
Off the record, do you have brown M&Ms in your dressing room?
Off the record, off the air, right? Yes, we do.
A man of the people. Hey, do you think like everybody in Hollywood, if they hang around long enough, eventually gets their 15 minutes? What do you think?
Absolutely. Yeah. Sometimes they have to hold up a bank, but everybody does get their 15 minutes.
Hey, even I had, I'll be straight up with you, even I had a couple, well, not a full minute on E.T. a few years ago.
Did you really? Were you like in the background of something?
I don't want to devalue the program to the degree, you know, but no, I was actually, they did a little piece on funky cable shows, and I was up there, yeah. But that's another topic, another day.
Cool.
Yeah, well, you know, Mary, I sensed this tone in her voice when she introed the piece that she wasn't a fan. But anyway, that's another topic. Hey, do you find most musicians in...
Do you really think Mary would even know that you exist?
Well, in my dreams, maybe.
One guy that's been grossly overlooked in the Seattle music scene that's been there and especially been important to me and my band, Tad, been there since the beginning, is John Tesh. Who cares if he's an alien? Who cares if he's from Data Reticulum 2? The guy has really been there for a lot of bands here in this area and meant a lot to us, too, especially, you know. I remember poring over, you know, and going, God, what are we going to do, John? You know, there's so much going on in the world. The British invasion's long gone 20 years from now. The music really is going to be shaken up by somebody. And John gave me a few words, and those words were... Get him and take the tip. Get him, take the tip. Get him and take the tip. Get him, take the tip. AIDS has got you suffering. Job security. Get up, beat up with it, well. AIDS has got you suffering. Job security. Get up, beat up with it, well. Out of your mouth and into the world. Get him and take the dip. Get him and take the dip. Get him, take the dip. Get him and take the dip. AIDS has got you suffering. Job security. Get up, beat up with it, well. AIDS has got you suffering. Job security. Get up, beat up with it, well. Out of your mouth and into this. Doctors are coming to get you. You feel alright. Doctors are coming to get you. Everything's gonna be alright. Doctors are coming to get you. You feel alright. Doctors are coming to get you. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Get him and take the tip. Get him, take the tip.
take a tip. Get him, take a tip. Angels got you suffering. Job security. Get up, beat up, live it frail. Angels got you suffering. Job security. Get up, beat up, live it frail. Out of your mouth and into theirs. Doctors are coming to get some to feel alright. Doctors are coming to get you. Everything's gonna be alright. Doctors are coming to get you to feel alright. Doctors are coming to get you. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
Even more with John Tesh, so don't go away. You have been warned.
This is the Spud Goodman Show.
Did I ever tell you about that?
I know he's going to be all right, but did you really have to send him to do this? I mean, it's pretty cruel.
Listen, if by some remote chance he doesn't make it back in the same state as he left, well, in life sometimes you have to take chances.
Easy for you to say.
Are you worried about that loser? Honey, it's a win-win situation for us all. Let's say Tesh gives him a cerebral hemorrhage or something. Then guess what?
What?
We'll have an opening for a talk show host now, won't we?
Well, I hope it's a painless death.
I think history is pretty clear on this.
But wait a minute. What about E.T.?
Entertainment Tonight?
No, Samuel, E.T. the movie, jeez.
Okay, E.T. was a friendly extraterrestrial. But what about Independence Day?
Or Mars Attacks.
Or the Invaders.
The Invaders? That was a TV show, you doofus.
I saw Starman with Jeff Bridges and he was really nice.
There are exceptions to the rule. But let's face it, we all know these aliens come to Earth for a reason.
Does anybody know why John Tesh has come to Earth?
Do you mean besides hitting on all the babes in Hollywood and now going out on the road as a musician? Believe you me, this guy has a major intergalactic scam going on down here.
Maybe we've all misjudged this man. Maybe he's not a threat to society. Maybe he's our guardian angel from a benevolent planet.
And maybe Barney the dinosaur is not the stepson of Satan? Anything is possible, but I don't think so.
Maybe John Tesh won't find Spud's brain appealing.
This is the first time I've let Mr. Goodman down, you know? Not been there for him.
In my country, Trinidad, if we are frightened by someone, we just have a spell put on them. You know, I can make a few calls if you're worried about Spud.
I'm not sure that voodoo would work on visitors from another galaxy. It might lose something in the translation. On this one, I think Mr. Goodman's on his own.
Do you find most musicians and actors are down-to-earth, low-key people?
No, not at all.
Me neither.
No.
All right, super. Not even Yanni, huh?
No, Yanni's actually a friend of mine. I think Yanni's cool, yeah.
See, a competitor and a friend. Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't think he's a
You've never had... Okay, well, some people in the press say that you guys are going head-to-head.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, well, you know, like the Stones and the Beatles kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so we can never look forward to like a battle of the bands. I mean, you guys are like buddies. Then.
We are friends, yeah.
All right, so forget about that one then.
Yeah.
Like, who are your biggest musical influences? Got to ask that.
I'd probably say like Tull, Jethro Tull, and Yes, and Emerson, Lake and Palmer, bands like that.
You're kind of the swinging. That was kind of ahead of its time.
What the hell is this?
Swinging the flute, Jethro.
Oh, I was thinking more like he stands on one leg.
You know, if this guy was a real live alien, he would clearly at the least have done permanent damage to my chromosomes by now. I think he's misunderstood. History may be kinder to John Tesh once he's gone. I mean, even Richard Nixon is seen as having an upside now. Hey, do you see America's insatiable need for info on celebrities as sick or vital as food and water? What do you think?
Wow.
That's it's down here.
Did you spell insatiable right?
I did.
I think it's a little sick. You know, I think that. I mean, I have the same you know, I have the same urge to know what the celebrities are doing and all that. I think what we're really good at in America is building them up and then just chopping them right off at the knees.
And is that a blast or what?
It's one of my favorite things to do. That's what I miss the most about ET. It's being able to ruin people's lives.
There you go. All right. But, you know, hey, maybe you can, like, pop off from the stage or something.
Yeah.
You could do that. All right. Hey, but now you've had the opportunity to see the man behind the curtain at this point in your life. You've been around for quite a while. Does Hollywood hold any magic for you at all at this point? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm still one of those guys that loves to go to films, you know, and I like the whole behind-the-scenes thing. I think that for anybody in America, if I can answer this seriously, to...
Sure, give it a...
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
To think that that stars are any different than anybody else is pretty silly.
Did you know that Jane Seymour is not actually a doctor?
I did not know that.
Read it in Entertainment Weekly.
I did not know that.
See, I mean, there's all sorts of stuff. I mean, the wall is broken down for me permanently, so I don't know. Anyway.
Did you know that Dr. Ruth is a doctor?
I did know that. Yeah. I've written her a little note. That's a long story. Anyway, I got to ask you this. This is something that I really need. I have a need to know. My viewers have a need to know. Your most memorable moment as John Tesh, who is, in fact, we have now verified, is not an alien. What has been your most memorable moment as John Tesh? What do you think?
I don't know. What would you think it would be?
It's not this moment, and so many, you know. So let's dig something out.
That leaves a couple other things open. I tell you, the most fun I've had musically was doing Red Rocks. That's live at Red Rocks thing.
Do you own PBS? What is the scoop with that? I mean, is there like payola going on? You're on every week, every Friday or Saturday.
It's a good match. We like playing for them, and they raise a lot of money using the.
I've heard they've made buttloads of money on you. Is that accurate?
They have, and they've done a great job exposing the music. I'd say doing the Olympics was a pretty cool thing. I did it in Barcelona, Atlanta. Not many people liked what I did in Atlanta, though.
Why did they really jumped on you, didn't they?
Well, it was mostly talk show people and
people like me.
People like you. Yeah.
I didn't even have an opportunity. I guess I missed the Olympics.
I have a new title. I'm the most maligned of all media.
And that's why I have to be honest with you. I've been waiting years to get to you, and let me tell you, I gotta admit. I mean, this is the big O for me, and I want to state that. We have a camera. Can I have a sincerity shot? This is it, and I don't care if people think I'm kissing butt at home. This is it for me.
Will the nefarious John Tesh suck out Spud's brain? The thrill-packed climax when we return.
This is the Spud Goodman Show.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, he looks just the same. You know, he doesn't have any glassy-eyed look of someone that just had their brain vacuumed out.
Yeah, you're right, Sparky. He looks like the same old Spud. He just yelled at me for playing the accordion too damn loud in the studio.
I guess we were all concerned for no reason.
Not so fast. Just because he looks the same, you just never know. Do you remember seeing the invasion of the body snatchers? It's very difficult to tell who's an alien and who's not.
Maybe if Spud is now an alien, he'll be easier to get along with. He sure was a jerk.
Well, there are worse things. If he's a lackey for John Tesh, well, I don't know whether we could take the risk.
Are you saying what I think you're saying, Sparky?
Yeah, well, he is my son, and yeah, I'm kind of fond of him. But we've got to think of mankind and the big picture. You know, somebody is going to have to take him out.
If you're looking for volunteers, Jerry here would like to step forward.
I think the interview with Tesh went okay, but the downside is the fact...
Yeah, there's no immediate opening on the show for a host.
Well, looks like all that alien stuff was a bunch of bull. What can I say?
But I could almost taste it. My own show. Say, maybe Spud's not really Spud. Maybe he's just pretending to be Spud and he's really some creepy alien dude.
No such luck. I just ran into Spud about 15 minutes ago in the men's room, and he's the same old Spud Goodman. The first thing he mentions is how bad the bagels are. I mean, what does he think we have around here, an unlimited budget? So I buy day-old bagels.
I really must be going. I need to get my new press-on nails. So, I'll call you a little later.
Now, do you feel better?
Yeah, but I still let him down. I should have faced my fears head on and gone with him.
Everyone has something they are afraid of, Irish. Don't beat yourself up. He made it back alive, and that's the end of the story.
Until I meet John Tesh face to face, stare into his eyes and show no fear, I don't think I will have closure. Tina, this one is personal.
Spud, my son, my tater tot, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Yeah, okay, but Dad, did you hear about the interview? I mean, if it gets out, my street credibility is toast, but I got him to autograph his new CD. You want me to go get it? You want to take a look?
No, I don't think so.
The guy was so cool, you wouldn't believe it. You know what it was all over with? He took me backstage and showed me his scrapbook from his Entertainment Tonight days. I mean, this man has interviewed them all.
Son, did this guy at any time slip you a Mickey? Do you even faintly recall anyone conducting experiments on your body without your consent?
Say what?
Do you know for a fact that John Tesh is not an evil visitor from outer space?
Dad, I ran that by him. He said he wasn't, and his word is good enough for me, okay? Anyway, right now I'm kind of hungry. What do you say we head down to Chuck E. Cheese? You can hit on the single women, and I can order like a double cheese pepperoni. That sounds pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, okay, sure. Say, Spud, just out of curiosity, do you remember what I gave you for your 5th birthday?
Oh, I get it. This is a test, right? To see if I'm not your son, but rather some flesh-eating alien. All right, fine. Yeah, it was a subscription to National Geographic. Right? Okay? Man, what a great present. Remember when all my friends would always come over and borrow them?
You won't believe this. Your mother wouldn't let me get your Playboy.
George, don't forget to brush your teeth, you little punk.